Forest is doing a heck.
I just threw another German word in there. Luckily, you told us at the same time, so no one heard it.
No one heard it.
Fox 1 for 5, Edic 2 for 5, and Dozier 4 for 5. Whereas you look at the other side, Forest on fire over on his B side, I'm going to call it.
It is his B side. It's no one else's.
Here we go. First kill again. It's going to come over towards SK Gaming from Robin this time onto Heck. Get right, watching that ramp area, which we've seen him play so often. Moscow 5 really loving their stacking the smokes, which they've doubled on to the entrance. Robin will get himself another one onto Edic. Fox trying to work his way into this bomb site. They're going to use that smoke to get into those danger positions. Spray coming through the box here. Fox will get the kill onto Robin, but Get Right going to bring it back quickly. There's that man up on top of the balcony. Forrest is going to drop in with almost no problem whatsoever. Get Right as his switch stream finishes off onto Romsky as well. It's 12-9. SK are coming back.
Have you noticed they're not going B? Ever since that failed round with the smokes and Forest just dominating, they've not gone back there. And I think we might just see something a bit different this time round with the eco. Let's see if we can flick over to the T-sided Moskovitz and see whether they can make it into the A bomb site quickly. Actually, they're not on full eco again, so this is a buy. Did have enough money after all. Let's see whether they decide to go B. Here we go then. And they are about to unleash themselves into that B bomb site. They've got a man down there. Look, there's Forest. You can't get through his balcony. I'm telling you, it's his and no one else's. I'm actually going to call it the Forest balcony from now on. It's that good. Is his defence of that place. I've seen him play this twice now in 2 days, and in both occasions he's absolutely slaughtered anyone that comes on that ledge. Fox is the latest victim to be chalked up on the wall of Forest's death at that balcony. Robin now, Dalpan, Robin in for a double, Forest picks up another one, there's 2 more to add to the scoreline, and Forest is wow right now, 10 for 0, and SK Gaming have also hit 10, they're just 2 behind.
Yeah, and I fear for Moscow 5, after being so far ahead on such a roll from that first half, well, there's the scoreboard for you, 7-0, not around picked up, Heck 0 for 7, what a contrast to the first half of Moscow 5. Forest was like, okay, good stuff, Heck, but let me show you what I can do as well. Up in double figures already is Forest. We are seeing Moscow 5 on a Deagle Eco round. Delpan is not being so hot with that AWP today. SK will be hoping that he can step things up a notch or two. He has hit some shots. He has got some kills with it, though, so, you know, don't take me the wrong way. I don't want to pick on Delpan, that's for sure. As Forrest gets himself another kill. There's the second, and he finally is taken out for the first time in his second half. It leaves Dozier, after all the action kicks off, to do something for Moscow 5. Only got a Deagle. He's up against Get Right, Face, and Delpan. That's an AK, an M4, and an AWP. In other words, and Moscow 5 are going to opt for a timeout. That doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Get Right is going to get the kill, and that is 8 rounds in a row for SK Gaming. They are now 12-11 up over Moscow 5. What a reversal. I am so happy to see this game is once again close.
Indeed, and a sliver of hope for them. They killed Forest.
Once.
Yeah. Well, they got him that round for the first time in the game. So, the first time in this half. So, game paused, and Moscow 5 leading by 12-11. It's a critical period now for them. They need to stop what SK do. And that seems to be an Eastern European thing sometimes. I know that I can actually discount ESC from that one, but the Ukrainians earlier said, you know, with Senior said to me, we don't look at the other demos. There's no point. We just play the way we want to play. And I think Moscow 5 are very similar, and they're paying for that now.
Yeah, SK really, I'm so impressed how they've turned it on. If I was speechless from the first half, I should probably just shut up right now, because SK have really turned on the class in this second half. They've been flawless so far. That timeout, let's see if it makes a difference to Moscow 5's, or probably more importantly to SK's game, that it needs to knock them off rather than, I think, boosting Moscow 5 at this point of things. SK really coming flying out of the box. And you know what? They didn't even hardly have a pause in the halftime break. SK said, we're ready. Robin, like I said, probably said, hey guys, sort your lives out. Let's sort it. Let's come back in this game and do it. And you have to give so much credit to SK for bringing this back to a 12-11 game now. This could be the tie round if SK are able to pick it up. We still have all 5 players from both teams alive and well. I think there's an AWP with Moscow 5 as well. If Hek would just change to his main weapon rather than switching between knives, grenades, and that Glock as well.
He's a juggler. And he's
30 seconds as well. They're leaving it really to the last minute here on Moscow 5, and I don't agree with that at all. They've had problems getting into the bomb site when they've gone there right from the start. Here is kill for kill, though. Moscow 5 are now in, and they are going to get this bomb planted in the A bomb site. Encouraging start to the round from the Russians, who are currently without a single round on the board in this second half. 25 seconds to go. 4 versus 3. Dozier, Fox, and Hek remain for Moscow 5. Hek up on the boxes off to that right-hand side. Get Right is going to take down Fox. Here is Hek, who goes down. Face and Delpan bringing in the kills as well. And SK, from being 12-3 behind at half-time, are now tied at 12-12. 9 rounds in a row. Incredible from SK. No other word for it.
No, you're right. Amazing comeback from SK Gaming. And whoever thought they wouldn't?
Me.
I didn't. I didn't think they would come back after that. I thought they were completely outclassed in that first half. Great first half from Moscow 5, but if that was great, then this is absolutely flawless. And they go through and win this one 16-12, which is what a lot of people are saying they will do now. It's 12-all, though. And the first half is pretty much forgotten. Everything that happened in there makes no difference at all now. The 26-2 from Hek makes absolutely no difference anymore, especially when you consider that right now, on the scoreboard, he is 0-9.
Having a mare.
Having an absolute nightmare. Monster on the first half, nightmare on the second. I think that makes him what? Frankenstein's monster? 12-all.
Heckle and Hyde.
Heckle and Hyde. Hey,
or
you've done it
Jekyll
again. I think it'd probably be Jekyll and Hyde. That's definitely the man he is, yes. So we've got 5 versus 5 right now, but the Face has 3 points of out. Actually, let's make that 5 versus 3 because they just dropped 2. Forrest is going to get a double on his Forest balcony yet again. Finally dropped by Hek, who's got his first of the game. And Get Right will sweep things up with the last 2. And, well, if you go Forest balcony, you get killed by Forest.
That is 10 rounds in a row from SK Gaming. They need 3 more to win this game.
It's extraordinary.
So it really is just such a turnaround from SK. 15-2 for Forest, 14-2 for Get Right. You know, when SK made this transfer and brought Forest and Get Right in, it was pretty obvious that at some point when they were really topping the scoreboard, SK were going to be winning. Both Forest and Get Right seem to be on form this second half. Well, I say seem to be. They are on form, which means Moscow 5 are in serious, serious trouble. When those two are firing on all cylinders, it's never going to go well. Here we go. Moscow 5 moving into the bomb site. First kill will actually go their way. Robin goes down. How's it going to work out now, though, as Delpan picks off 1? Get Right is taken out. Here's the retake team moving in with Forrest and Delpan both together. Face has been picked off. It's now 4 versus 2. Make that 4 versus 1 as Forrest goes down. Where is Delpan here with that AWP as he picks off Edic? Misses the second shot onto the man at balcony. And Moscow 5 are going to claim their first round of the second half. Hek is now finally on the scoreboard at 1 for 10. However, it's 13-13, and you know this game still can go either way. But the way that SK have come back into this one, I'm going to go out there and say, possibly to the dismay of all Moscow 5 fans out there, that SK deserve this game.
Well, it's tight. It's 13-0. And it really is still anyone's. Yes, I would agree with the people saying, well, they should know this. It's a CT bias map. Well, yeah, it is, but it's not a CT bias map in the way of Train or Nuke even. Yeah, absolutely. It's not that big. 60-40 maybe, 55-45 more likely. If anything, it's a 9-6-10-5 kind of CT map, but it's not a 12-3 or a 15-0 CT map. That's for sure. Forrest again dropping Romke. And has now decided he's going to abandon his own balcony and go and help his teammates out on the other side. Delpan has picked off Edic with the AWP. They've got 3 men remaining. It's 3 versus 3, and bomb is now planted. So SK with a bit of trouble here. Hek suddenly has found some aim and some form with that AK and has dropped Robin. Forrest making his way back in towards the bomb site. Drops Hek. He wasn't on the balcony this time, but Fox was, and he picks off 2 in a row of the Forrest balcony. And it works for Forrest. It works for Fox. Maybe it's the F balcony.
That effing balcony.
Yep.
That's what we're going to call it from now on. 14-13, Moscow 5, 2 in a row. Turn up for the Bucks with the way that the form's been running in this second half. All credit to them for, doing an SK, picking themselves up off the ground. The question is now, will SK be, totally disappointed and beat back in terms of their form from this point? There's a double stack here actually in middle, with Fox, who's going to peek around onto the balcony. He is going to find Delpan. Smart move. Great call from Moscow 5 to put that into action. That will totally catch Delpan out, who had obviously got a decent spawn to be pushed up already to that window. As Moscow 5 look to, execute over towards this A spot. They know that the AWP's not there to have them at range. However, the get right is still there, and that could be the real problem. Forrest will get himself one. Robin gets another one. Faces down. So we're in 3 versus 3. All 6 players still pretty much full health, as well as we see Hek get himself in a position to get that bomb down and planted. Question now, can SK retake the bomb site? Robin moving in from that side. Will we see Forrest join him, or is he going to try and go from the CT ramp side, where I assume... No, Get Right. It's actually all the way around the back. And they've got 20 seconds. Get Right is creeping in there, but he doesn't really have time for creeping. He needs to get legging it into that bomb site and shooting some heads, which he is going to get in there from behind. He manages to spray down Rumkey. It's now all on Eddie. Wow. He goes down to Robin, and they are on the defuse before that 5-second timer came over, and that is SK bringing us back again to a tied matchup. It's 14-14. It could still go either way. We could still see overtime.
Amazing. I thought that was about to be map 1 point in the bag for Moscow 5. Get Right seemed to be too slow, but did his job, got the kill, stopped them being hounded down when they did enter that A-bomb site. And Robin finishing things off nicely. All tied up then again after 28 rounds, nothing to separate the two. And who'd have thought we'd have had this after the first half? Slaughtered at Moscow 5 down out to the Swedes. I certainly wouldn't, that's for sure. Flash comes in at the top. Fox is already got himself a frag on Delpan. Dozier completely and utterly blinded in that upper area. Has had to lay down some galil fire on the ladder. Luckily for him, no one coming up it. Minute remaining. All tied up on score. Delpan, the only man, dropped so far ahead, gives them a 2-man advantage now. And surely 5 versus 3 gives Moscow the advantage they were looking for. Face, though, shuts down Dozier inside that A-bomb site. Flashes and grenades come flying over the top. Face is taking a whole face full of them. 18 health points is all he remains. Edic will finish him off with the AK. And now Forrest is the last man alive. And he's got to take down 4 Moscovites if he's going to take this round. 4 versus 1 now. Full health, though. Chance here. Oh, he's completely blind, I think, and he hasn't spotted that man up on top of the box. They exchange fire. That's awful from Forrest. It's been the worst he's done so far, in fact. He's been absolutely brilliant up to now. 21-5, and suddenly his aim absolutely loses him. And Moscow 5 go to map point.
That point indeed, and SK 10 rounds in a row, and right off the start, it was literally from start to finish 10 in a row. They've got 1 since then. However, Moscow 5 are now the team in the commanding position, and I'm interested to see what SK have got in terms of weaponry for this one, how rich they still are. They should still be very, very decent. Yeah, there's an AWP. There's actually a FAMAS with face, so not quite as much as they would have wanted. Fox open down towards the balcony, hoping to possibly pick off Forrest, who I assume is going to be defending that area once again. Actually, no, he's doing a bit of roaming this time. Delpan is going to pick off Fox. That's a big kill. Robin is going to take down Romsky. Surely we're going to be going into an overtime here in map number 1. Dozier is going to run his way back, but it is 5 versus 3. Hek needs to get 3. I'm going to just throw that out there. In a 5 versus 3, he really needs to turn on the style with this AWP. Delpan is actually watching up towards the balcony. Edic has worked his way around the side towards the A-bomb site. It's going to be very interesting. He's actually going to catch Forrest out. That's a good start. 1 frag going for Moscow. 5. There's Delpan and Robin in quick succession. And Dozier is now left all alone. 24 seconds. 4 men to kill. Bomb is down over the other side of the map. There is going to be no chance for him to pick up this round now from this position. As a flash has come in, Delpan will finish him. It's overtime, baby. 15-15 because we are live in the first overtime.